Everyone knows Jalen Green by now. He was one of the best high school prospects we've ever seen. He followed that up by having a brilliant one season in the NBA G League. Fast forward in time now, he went number 2 in the most recent NBA draft, and he's looking like the next great star. Whether you started following him in high school, his 1-year stint in the NBA G League, or as recent as the NBA draft, I think we can all agree on this one thing. There's something about him, you get this weird feeling that he's gonna be special. He's one of those players, and this is really rare, whether you've watched him 1,000 times or one time, every single time you see him play, it wows you. He's flat out amazing. I think he's destined for greatness. The scary part about all of this, he's only going to get better from here on out. Typically, whenever you have a big time player who's also famous on social media like this, whenever they do get drafted or make it, you start to find out bits and pieces of their real life. For example, when Cade Cunningham went number 1 in the draft, it was released, well, it's been released, but everyone started to find out that he had a daughter. The more fame you start to get in this life, the harder it is to try to hide things. What would you say if I were to tell you that Jalen Green had a younger brother who also played basketball? You'd probably say something along the lines that I was thinking. If he does have a brother who also hoops, why haven't we heard a single thing about him? So, who is this said brother, and why haven't we heard a single thing about him? What's good, y'all? Hope you're having a blessed day. Just wanted to drop by and say, if you're enjoying these story or the Curious Case videos, drop a like for more so I know you like them. And also, go down there, hit that subscribe button. It's free. I don't ask a lot. Helps the channel. Now, without further ado, let's get on with this video. Man, oh man. All I'm going to say is, you're in for a treat with this one. Okay, let me tell you something. I've put in countless hours of research and we've covered some unreal stories on this channel, but this one is mind-boggling. It literally has people on the fences and confused till this day because the people, they don't even know what's true and what not to believe. If you haven't picked up on it by now, we're not solely just going to be talking about Jalen Green in this video, we're going to be talking about the strange case of his brother. Around this same time last year, this is when multiple videos started to surface on YouTube that were saying that Jalen Green had a younger brother and it was showcasing his basketball skills. Before we go any farther, I want to be transparent with you guys. Even I was confused by this entire situation at first. In the video that started to blow up that Slam High School posted, it's a kid that goes by the name of AJ Johnson, which is quote unquote Jalen Green's brother. One immediate red flag that's going to be brought up that I even thought of first is, if they're brothers, why don't they have the same last name? One, it is possible to have a brother and yet not have the same last name. And two, in this situation, it worked out perfectly because Jalen Green has a stepfather, so that's why people believe this. You can see right there where the controversy starts to happen. Everyone had the same question. Yo, if he's really Jalen Green's brother, why are we just now hearing about him? Another key piece to note is that Slam High School in their description put this: Jalen Green is the nation's #1 prospect in the senior class, and he has a younger brother. We already know that Jalen is special, but his brother, AJ Johnson, shows a ton of potential as well. The rising sophomore could quickly become one of the nation's top prospects as well. This is a big time official business-like basketball company saying that. There wasn't no trolling in that message. Right there, when you read that, you start to think, okay, this is legit. Jalen Green has a younger brother. It also turns out there's video footage of them having secret workouts and they grew up in the same area. I'll be throwing some video clips and pictures of AJ Johnson, Jalen Green's brother, on the screen. You can also tell one thing that makes this super ironic, that had me believing this too, is AJ looks exactly like a younger version of Jalen Green. When Jalen was in high school, they had the same hairstyle, they also had the same body build, and they was roughly the same height. Obviously, Jalen Green was taller, but I mean at that same age. To top that off, you got these big companies posting videos saying it's Jalen Green's brother, so why wouldn't you believe it? I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I was trying to figure out why it would be false or why it wouldn't be real, but the way they set everything up, I started to believe it. Let's look at the facts. They work out together, they did an interview together, which I'll touch on in just a second. They look the same, they got the same hairstyle, everything added up. For example, I want to throw this in there. You got a comment under the video saying he's built and moves exactly like Jalen. That's what I'm talking about. I don't think some of you quite understand. There was a big majority, I'd say 80 to 90%, that believed this, including me. Look at this. You had people out here saying once he grows into his body, he'll be tough. He's going to be taller than Jalen. They thought this was Jalen Green's younger brother. And look at Matt, man, getting a shout out. This is under the video over a year ago because I didn't make a video talking about the same stuff, but I covered AJ Johnson, talking about him from a basketball standard, not from Jalen Green's brother's perspective like I am now. Those were some of the comments that stuck out to me. Following that video by Slam High School, there was then more companies making videos saying the clickbait title, Jalen Green's little bros got next. For example, I also just saw this comment 5 months ago under a Hoop Mixtape video. You got this person saying, AJ never told me he was Jalen Green's brother. Wow. Earlier in this video, I mentioned how they were having private workouts together. Let's get into that. That part is true, and for the main part, I think that's why a lot of people get confused by this. Here's what CBS Sports had to say about them at their workout. A young baller, 13-year-old AJ Johnson, studies every move Green makes, measuring himself against the best he's ever seen. Same hairstyle, same short shorts, same shooting mechanics. Players AJ's age don't normally do this kind of speed, strength, and skill training. But once he heard Green was doing it, good luck trying to stop him. If you don't want to take my word for it, you can take their word for it. AJ Johnson was literally a mini Jalen Green, or not was, but is. They not only look alike, they have the same hairstyle, same short shorts, and they have the same shooting mechanics. In an interview that Jalen Green did on a different day, here's what he had to say about AJ Johnson. Quote unquote, that's honestly what keeps me grinding. Like, if he's looking up to me, I'm doing something right. So if he wants to look up to me and I stop doing what I'm doing and go down the wrong path, then he's going to be like, dang, I look up to him. So like, I just got to keep my head on tight. I hope I can find the picture, but there is a picture from the interview where they are working out together. That right there was another prime example of why people were having a hard time trying to debunk this theory that maybe they were stepbrothers. Let's be real with ourselves. I'm going to ask you a question. Honestly, why wouldn't we believe it? They have the same body frame, shooting mechanics, they rock the same hairstyle, they had the same short shorts, and they were working out together. I know I said it before, but everything really added up to make a lot of sense. But however, as good as this story sounds, all that did sound good up until recently. This odd case in question of, is this really Jalen Green's brother or not, has officially been debunked. Once you get drafted to the NBA, if you are a first rounder or lottery pick, this is when you can hide absolutely nothing anymore and all the secrets come out. Everybody really starts to dig deep and find out who your mom, dad, brothers, and sisters are. Not too long after he got drafted, Green made it very clear that this is his parents and here's his siblings. He is the son of Bree Perjanin and Marcus Green, and he has only 2 siblings, and they're both 2 sisters. Their sisters' names aren't even important because all that we need to know is technically he doesn't have a brother. He doesn't have an official brother, and he doesn't have a stepbrother. As to why in the first place you had people saying that they were brothers, it is apparent that Jalen Green has said they were really close, they did a lot of workouts together, and he considered him a younger brother, and to me, that makes a lot of sense. Kinda like almost the younger brother he never had but maybe wanted. Now that we've gotten all this out of the way, no, sadly, this isn't Jalen Green's brother, there's only one real question left. So, who is AJ Johnson really? I haven't really talked about AJ's basketball game that much because we haven't focused on it, but let me tell you something. This dude can hoop. You don't get called Jalen Green's little brother for no reason. As a matter of fact, he's listed right now as a 4-star recruit. He's coming in at roughly on 24/7 Sports, 6'3", 150. I think that's really light. I think he's more 6'3", 160. If you want me to be completely honest, I don't buy that he's only 6'3". He posted an Instagram picture not too long ago, around 4 to 5 months ago, of him and Jalen side by side. And I don't know if it's the angle or what, but he looks taller than Jalen in this picture. So there's no way he's under 6'4" or 6'5". As far as I could tell, they're still extremely close, and if you want even more proof as to why they're not brothers, here's this. You can go check out his Instagram, it's AJ Johnson, but I was doing some digging. AJ does follow Jalen, however, Jalen doesn't follow him. I'm going to go out here on a limb here and say that if it was really Jalen Green's official brother, he would at least follow him on Instagram. Back on topic with AJ's basketball career, he is in the class of 2023, which is similar to Mikey Williams and Bronny James. To be a 4-star recruit, he is more on the slept side. However, recently this summer, on June 17th in 2021, he received his first Division I offer from New Mexico. I wouldn't say he's a top tier prospect like Jalen was, but he has a lot of upside. He's good at ball handling and he can shoot better than his competition. I wouldn't even say he's got next. I would say he's up now. He's just not a big social media person. He doesn't post a lot and he doesn't get a lot of attention. Let me know in the comment section what you think about all this. Did you actually believe this was Jalen's brother or did you not? Drop it down below. With all that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. If you're new to that channel, what you doing? You are not subscribed. Join the family. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. And leave a like for more. And as always, let's be great. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out, y'all. Peace.